I have to tell you something. When I was doing the intro earlier, for some reason, I lost my train of thought, and I wanted to say she is a former member of Joyous Celebration. But somehow my head just went somewhere else.
I have that effect that I make people get confused.
I can take that. I've been confused since I saw you this morning. Welcome to Weekend Dawn. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I've had fun the whole time that I've been here.
You've been having fun because our crew looks after you. Everybody looks after you. But now tell me, this amazing voice of yours, like, when did you know that this was your calling? Teenage years already, I'm sure you're thinking, you know what? I want to be a superstar.
I've never aimed at being a superstar. I actually hate attention.
No way.
I hate attention.
But
I try my best to show it, appreciate it, and run away from it.
I see.
But I think, like you're saying, in my teens, that's when I realized that, okay, I can't run away from this. As much as I was actually more interested in interior design, studied
interior design.
Studied interior design, and right after studying that, I had to go and study music.
Because you had to, you knew where your calling was.
Yep. So there it was. I was in my music. I did jazz, BA in jazz.
Okay.
I have a BA in jazz, and there we are today, making things happen.
Making things happen with your amazing voice. Take me through the Joyous Celebration journey. How did you join them? How did you? I'm sure you learn a lot by working in such a big team or a big production like that. Yeah,
definitely. If there's anything that I was, as much as this, I was on stage, but I was more intrigued at what's happening in the background,
behind the scenes,
because I was looking at every nitty-gritty, who does what and how big the crew is. As much as the choir is big, there's actually like 40 plus people behind the scenes of that. So I was looking at each and every one of them, what do they do, what their role is, and just so that, to make sure that when I become a boss lady one day and I run something like that, I know how to, and I know what I need and want from it. And yo, man, that was an institution and a half, you know, teaching you grind, teaching you you know, your relationship with the audience off and on stage. And so yeah, I think Joyous was a journey that I'm really grateful for the learning that I had.
Yeah, it paved the way.
It really did. I think more on the production side more than the actual spotlighting side.
Oh.
You get what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, definitely. I learned and received a lot from the side of your production. I learned.
Okay, so a young, beautiful, talented person that you are, you go and you study interior design, interior decorating, and then you go and you do jazz, and then you come to gospel music. How did you find your home within the gospel genre?
It was always there.
It was just lingering in the background.
It was always there. I grew up in the church. My dad's a pastor, and you know, the whole vibe. I'm a PK. So it was always there, but you know, when you think, no, I'm just helping out with the worship team.
Oh, okay.
Not really connecting it to, this is who you are. You know, this is going to be your life for the rest of your life.
Meanwhile, your script is being written in the background.
Dude! Like, I was so confused to find that I'm so sold on this. And the whole time, even while I was doing interior design, I was doing this on the side, but to me it was just that thing on the side. That's what we're taught, that you can't take music seriously.
Exactly.
You're not going to eat from that.
That's what parents care about. That's all they care.
So I believe that too. So in my head I was like, no, it's a side thing. I'll never record. I'll never pursue it. I only want to do something if I know I'm going to do it well. You know, so I didn't pursue it, and I was never going to. So when I did, that's when I knew that, okay, I'm doing it because it's been solidified that this is your life.
Oh, wow. I like this journey. You know why? It's like some things are just meant to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say without too much hard work, but I mean, with a lot of hard work, it just falls into place.
Yeah, yeah.
I love that. Now, in terms of your personal life and how you juggle being a super awesome, gorgeous musician, and then on the same side you have to do your usual praise and worship and perform and appear on shows like this. How do you juggle all of this together? I
think God has made it in a way that it all falls together perfectly. Like, I never feel the strain doesn't bother me as much as it should, you know. And in fact, if anything, I can take on more anytime, because I don't do anything that's not related and correlating to the calling. So if it doesn't go with it, I'm not bothered. I'm not going to do it. And I can see immediately that there's been a lot of opportunities that would have made me a superstar, but would have been very far from what I'm doing.
From your core.
From my core. So I had to just make a decision based on who my boss is and say, I can't do that.
There we go. Okay, Claire, listen, we're gonna catch up with you in a few minutes. I just want to dip into one of your music videos right now, and I also want to chat about YouTube series, where you're gonna be performing, because I gotta see all of that. Let's just dip into this music video quickly.
Sure.
Man, I could listen to this all day. I could listen to this amazing voice all day. But tell me first, what is going on here? It looks like very lively, acoustic-y, and it looks like someone's house, or is it like an office block? Or?
It is a house.
Oh, it is a house?
Yes.
Your house?
No.
Looks like you got great views at your house.
Beautiful.
I know, it looks fantastic.
I love it.
But what is going on there? Because I see there's people playing guitar, there's people in the mix there.
Yeah. So I push I push a concept, or rather an understanding of worship as a lifestyle.
Okay.
That it should happen even in the shower, that it should happen in the kitchen, that you don't have to have the greatest voice. So Jacob, you're allowed.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness.
You know, it's for absolutely everyone.
Coming from you, I'll take it.
It has nothing to do with the voice. It has everything to do with the conversation.
There we go.
So this was the concept that, guys, people need to see that we don't wear being a worshiper. We are that. That's like literally who we were born to be. So in my living room was that, to show you can come into my living room. Oh. This is exactly what I do in my living room.
Beautiful.
I still do this in my living room. So it was just I was thinking out loud.
Okay.
It makes sense.
I dig that. You don't even have to explain it. It just makes so much sense. So obviously this leads well into the YouTube channel that you got in my living room.
In my living room,
Oh man, you got a new follower already. You got a new follower, a new supporter in me.
I appreciate that.
Now, tell me, apart from gospel music and how you study jazz and that musical influence, is there other genres that sort of tickle your fancy? What are other genres that you find inspiration from or
everything?
Listen to? Okay.
I still listen to the Beatles.
Oh, wow.
I still listen to Aretha Franklin. I listen to Beyonce. I listen to Chance the Rapper. I listen to everything.
Okay. So
everything. I think for me, it's not even about the words. It's like if there's a nice bass, or there's a nice beat, or a nice hook, or that riff, oh, she did that nice, oh, that sounded good, so I'm going to listen to it for that. It's just different things that make music nice.
Okay.
There's a musical side of me, and then there's the worshiper side of me. So there are some musics that I listen to based on I want to be blessed.
Okay.
And then there's also music that I listen to because I'm like, oh, that's nice.
I'm just jamming to the beat.
Exactly.
Just jamming to the beat.
And I do that thing where I drive and I stop on the side of the road and I dance.
You get down.
I do, and I'm so glad no one's taken a video of that. Because
it's coming.
Wow.
I'm sure it's coming. Now, tell me something. Where can I see you perform? Like, can I get invited to these?
I'll make sure that happens.
How do I see you? Where do I see you? What's next for you on the calendar?
This year we're doing a lot of shows.
Okay.
A lot of shows, and of course a lot of invites too. But we're doing a lot of our own shows. The tour also is coming because we just releasing an album soon, and so it's gonna be a busy year. I promise you, I will let you know.
No, please let me know.
I will.
I'm going to find you, stalk you on Instagram and Twitter.
You can't do that, Jacob.
Okay, so give me your
handle.
That's illegal.
Then.
Okay, give me your handle then.
Okay, fine. Go to Say Live.
Say Live. I'll be following Claire live. Claire live, listen, thank you so much for joining us on Weekend.
Jacob,
really
I had fun.
this.
I really did have fun. Thank you.
You have been an amazing guest.
Aww.
And you're not leaving yet, right? You're going to be performing a little later.
Yeah, I'm not the leaving type. I stay.
That's it. This is your home, like it's my home. And thank you for joining me on my home.
Thank you for bringing me to your home.
Claire, thank you so much. There we go. Claire's back to wrap up the Sunday edition of Weekend Dawn a little later. I cannot wait for that. But up next, though, we get into the Sunday newspapers and some of the headlining stories to look forward to. And, of course, we chat with a public speaker and social commentator, Atlehang Molefe. Stay tuned to Weekend Dawn on Channel 405.